Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Listen, glad to have you guys here on this Tuesday, the 9th of June, 2020. And, welcome to the show. Let's get started. Let's open up the charts right here and take a look at what's going on. Half of the United States reports record rise in COVID-19 cases as global total tops 7 million. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know why I didn't think telling you guys. Well, I did tell you guys on my other channel, but there's something very important you need to know. COVID-19 attacks the respiratory system in a lot of cases, especially when it gets severe. But in a mild case of COVID-19, or even in a serious case of COVID-19, often it attacks the digestive tract as well. It can cause diarrhea and so on. These SARS viruses can be transmitted, SARS-type viruses, coronaviruses, can be transmitted through feces. Now, what I want to tell you guys is if you don't want to catch the coronavirus, try. I'm not saying, I know at certain times you get sick, you got to go to the bathroom, or you need to go to the bathroom, you're out in a public place. But try to avoid public bathrooms, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Oftentimes in public washrooms, they have these toilets that really flush with a lot of pressure. You pull the handle down on the toilet and there's a whoosh sound, a really loud whoosh sound, and all the water rushes in. Mostly in public restrooms. People's homes don't have that type of toilet. Generally in your house, the type of toilet you have, you flush it, and it slowly circles around the drain, not much pressure, but these high pressurized toilets that are in these public places, when somebody does a number 2 in one of these toilets and they flush with that high pressure, it will aerosolize the virus if they have the virus. And that means that this would be a very highly probable avenue for exposure. Would be if you went into the bathroom after somebody was in there and they used the bathroom and they used one of those high pressure. It's the high pressure that does it. The high pressure flush is what does it. It aerosolizes the virus into the air. And once that aerosolized virus is into the air, it can travel for meters and meters, a number of meters. So try to avoid public washrooms for the next little while. I know sometimes you can't, sometimes you have to go when you have to go, but try to avoid them, because that could be a potential spot where you might come down with the coronavirus and not know how you caught it, because you might have been avoiding people, trying not to touch certain things or whatever. Those high pressure toilets will aerosolize the virus. Just a little warning for you guys. So try to avoid the public restrooms for now. Let's get started with the meat of this report. We're looking at a silver price going along sideways. 1766 for the silver price. One other thing I wanted to say about the virus. I think we're about halfway. I think that there's more people have it right now out there than has ever had it before. It's all over the place now, So you got to be very careful you got to keep up your social distancing and be very careful about washing your hands. And like I say, try to avoid the public washrooms. The common ordinary thing you think about in a public washroom is, I shouldn't put my hands on the countertop. You'd never think that the bad thing is the aerosolized, because of the toilet's powerful flush, that it might be aerosolized in the air in there. You'd never think of that, would you? But, something to watch out for. Anyway, silver price 1766 today. It's going along sideways. Gold today, 1716. Now, gold's made a bigger move to the upside today than silver. Gold's made a fairly substantial move, and silver hasn't followed. This increases the gold to silver ratio, makes it even worse. Let me see, what's it running at right now? Gold's 1716 and silver is 1765. So yeah, it's about 100 to 1 right now, which is it should be about 40 to 1 or 50 to 1. Shouldn't be 100 to 1. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency right now. 276.3 billion. Let me refresh the page. 276.1 billion. Bitcoin dominance is 67.4%. We're looking at a Bitcoin price of 97.16. And well, you know, cryptocurrency right now is just going along sideways. Not really much into it. But I'm going to tell you guys something. I remember the volatility days in cryptocurrency where Bitcoin could lose 50% of its value in one day and gain 100% back the next day. You know, those sort of days, and where it was completely unstable. And one of their big talking points why cryptocurrency isn't any good is they say, well, there's no stability in it. The price is up and down and up and down. You know, for the past few months, cryptocurrency's been one of the more stable things out there. The Bitcoin price has been hovering like around $99,000 or whatnot, you know, for quite a while now. It's becoming very stable. It's slowly becoming very stable in its price, surprisingly so. Let's take a look now at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. 27,343. It's down 229 points on the day. You know, there's 42 million people that aren't working right now. And they're out there, you know, and the market, they've pumped the market up to 27,300. And there's all these people that are out of work. And there's signals in the economy that this virus is not over by far. And, you know, and the market's just overbloated right now. You know, I mean, it could seriously take an awful big tumble out of bed. Let's take a look now at crude oil. $37.93 for sweet light crude. It's down 26 cents on the day, or minus 0.68%. U.S. Treasuries today. We're seeing the yields falling back down. You know, they rose the other day. Now they're falling at about the same amount that they rose. So they went in full circle and they're right back where they were again. The biggest one we got to keep our eye on is the U.S. 10-year, because that's the one that marks most debt, is marked by the U.S. 10-year, and it's at 0.81%, and it's fell 6.7 basis points. Well, right now, 6.9 basis points. The 30 years at 1.56, and it's fell 9.3 basis points today. Let's take a look at the U.S. dollar index. And we're seeing the dollar's falling down a little bit right now. It's at 96.30. It's down 0.32%. If we take a look at the longer chart on the U.S. dollar, a little bit interested here, and taking a look at the 3 years. It's been slowly trudging upwards over the last couple of years, but this is the biggest drop we've seen in this slow trudge upwards. Right now, it's the biggest drop. So this is the biggest drop since back around July of 2018. So for a couple of years, this is the biggest drop we're in right now in the dollar. Now let's take a look at. Okay, that was it. We went through the markets. Listen, thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.